Good morning, Grassroots. Pastor Keith here. The sun is up. I hope you are all hanging in there. I know that the board and myself are praying over you this week today, especially hoping the best for each of you. I know that very few of you are probably living out your dream these days in the middle of week after week of our society being shut down. And some of you probably are living out what feels like a bad dream. But rest assured that the God who leads us through dark valleys is with us. He's there to comfort us. He's there to guide us. You can take another step forward today. And trust that the Lord of resolutions is working out his plan. There are quiet waters ahead and good things. So hold on, and I'm looking forward to being with you all next week in our special mid-Lent large group gathering service. And then on after that, the few weeks later into our Holy Week services. I'm very much looking forward to that and seeing you all there. So for the remainder of Lent in our small groups, which is really just 2 meetings this week and in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be looking at some of Jesus's last words before his death. You might know that Jesus spends the time between his triumphal entry when he comes into Jerusalem on a donkey as the promised king, and the Last Supper, that is Monday through Wednesday of Holy Week, Jesus spends teaching in the temple courts. And not surprising to us, as we read those teachings, he is giving us some of the core teachings on love and humility and his identity. So we're going to spend this time and in a couple weeks looking at some of those teachings. The reading today is from the Gospel of John. Jesus has just risen Lazarus, his good friend, from the dead. Word has spread around about Jesus' miracles, and now on the run-up to the Passover festival, some visitors came to Jerusalem looking for Jesus. Some Greeks, John tells us, come seeking out his group. Now, for a student of the ancient world, this immediately rings bells of curiosity. Why are Greeks seeking out Jesus? How did they hear about him in the first place? Had they already heard? Had word already spread to Greece about Jesus and his miracles? Or had these Greeks been traveling and visiting Jerusalem for some time and that they had heard about him? We don't know, but either of the case, word had spread and these Greeks came to seek for Jesus, and it looks like Jesus is going to catch his big break on the world stage. Some of the greatest teachers had come from Greece, and now perhaps would Jesus be next? It would be like a professional sporting scout coming to your local match and tuning in and paying attention, or it would perhaps be like famous people seeing your post on social media and commenting in. All of those emotions would be stirred about Greeks looking for Jesus. John tells us that they came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, and I think this should make us chuckle. Talent agents from Hollywood looking to cast their next star role, coming to look for Jesus, and they came up to George Clooney, but not the George Clooney from Shunia, Ontario. No offense, Shunia. It's this amazing scene here. And they said that they would like to see Jesus. And Philip and Andrew tell Jesus that Simon Cowell perhaps is there at the door looking for him. And it seems that Jesus doesn't even listen. He kind of replies to them off topic, it seems. Jesus says, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified." Did he hear our question? Philip? Did he hear our question, Andrew? And then Jesus, again, off topic, begins to outline the heart of his teaching on love, as if he doesn't care who's there to see him. He's basically saying, I have not come to become one of the greatest teachers of the ancient world. I'm bigger than that. And this moment is bigger than momentary fame. And Jesus then teaches and prays, and just like in the baptism, a voice comes from the heavens echoing out, and a dialogue then begins with the crowd. Who is Jesus? Who is this person that is in front of us? Who is the Son of Man? And then Jesus promises that he's going to be, in his next few days, driving out the prince of the world, the devil from Satan's throne. And by drawing everyone to himself, by being lifted up on the cross, Jesus is going to win a decisive victory over powers of evil. This is an amazing moment in the life of Jesus. And in this moment, we get a famous saying of his that is really only in the Gospel of John. I tell you the truth, Jesus says, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. I would invite us this morning to ponder this a bit. As you get into your group conversations today, who knows what the Spirit is going to highlight and draw out for your group. But this is what the Spirit is leading me to think about. What does this little saying mean for us? Unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. What does this mean for us? I mean, this is our distinctive vision as a church. We are people of Jesus who are spreading his selfless love across the face of the earth. That's our mission statement, or our vision statement as a Grassroots church. To shape us into the kind of people that embrace this kind of selfless, sacrificial love, and to spread it everywhere around us like seeds. Is this something that we just say? Or do we live it out? Are we even captured in our imaginations by this vision? Jesus then goes on with this line of thought. The man who loves his life will lose it, while the man who hates his life in this world will keep it. Of course, we know that this is hyperbole. Jesus isn't asking us to hate ourselves. Jesus elsewhere teaches us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. The gospel needs us to love ourselves appropriately if we're going to spread it well. But we have to ask ourselves, Jesus is warning us that there is a danger. There are lots of dangers in self-love. We must ask ourselves, what in our life, if we lost it, would shatter us? What is the measure of our life? What is the treasure of our life? What if it were violated and taken away? Would we obsess our life around protecting it? That Jesus is asking us what our treasure is, not because he's diminishing it or wanting to take our treasures away, but he's saying is if we obsess on protecting it, we are out of step. If we try to save our life, all those things that we hold so dearly will lose them. But if we learn to live open-handedly and trust God with our lives, we will come into step with Jesus, and all that we hope to protect will be protected, maybe in ways we wouldn't have ever expected or tried, but that's the promise of this saying. So maybe we should just even start today by asking ourselves, is this something that we have built into the framework of our lives? Maybe we need to take this saying and put it on a little note card and tape it up to our mirror for us to read for the next 3 months. Unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only one seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Does this even register for us? Jesus emphasizes this teaching by asking us to follow him in step, by saying that we must be on the journey with him to Golgotha. Whoever serves me must follow me. And then you finally get this last line of thought in our reading today, this great promise. My Father will honor the one who serves me. Do we want to be honored, truly honored as human beings? Are we seeking honor? Jesus tells us that there's only one way to find true honor, to be honorable people and to be people who will be honored by the only one that matters. That is, to be the one who serves Jesus. So, lots here today, and I'm excited for you to get into your group conversations. May God be with you today. May the Spirit be thick and present and speaking among you and drawing you up further into this amazing vision of selfless love that Jesus gives to us on the eve, really, of his death. All right, love you, Grassroots. Have a great day today. We'll see you soon.